Welcome to HDTV. You now rocking with your boy. Thursday night football. Time terrific. My dog Tom was so mad. He said, man, F this. No, get off me. I'm not shaking his hand. I'm not shaking their hand. No. I'm not shaking their hand at all. I'm done. F that. Nick Foles doesn't deserve for me to shake his hand. That was a BS call. Y'all should have told me in the damn huddle that it was damn near. Y'all should have told me in the damn huddle that it was goddamn 4th down. I'm thinking it's 3rd down. Why y'all didn't say nothing? Huh? Why you didn't say nothing to me? So basically Tom Brady walked off the field, which he had a right to walk off the field, but everybody gonna get mad talking about, well, LeBron did it. Why did Tom Brady do it? Well, because Tom Brady's a winner and nobody cares about LeBron. LeBron's a bum. That's why people were, I don't care, but that's the reason why nobody really gave a damn about him. Like, nobody cares about LeBron. LeBron's not a winner. He's a loser, as it proved last night. Now, in this game, the game started off good where, the Bucks were being aggressive. They were throwing the ball around. They were hitting their guys. But, the Bucks, they started off 10 in the first quarter. The Bears had 0. Second quarter, the Bears outscored them 14-3. So they put 3 up and they had 14. The third quarter, the Bucks went up by 3. Now, the Chicago Bears didn't do nothing in the third quarter. The Chicago Bears offense was very, very poorish. Now, fourth quarter, the Bucks got outscored 6-3. So this is why the score is 20-19 Bears. But Nick Foles made the throw to get them in field goal position, and they made the kick. Now basically Tom Brady was 25 for 41. He had 253 yards, a TD. Ronald Jones, see this I got mad at. Brady is throwing the ball too goddamn much. Too much. And that's what I agree with Skip. Skip told the truth. Shannon, Shannon was going to hate like he always does. Skip told the truth. Brady was throwing the ball too damn much. 25 of 41 for 253 yards. Yeah, TD. But you had Ronald Jones. Ronald Jones was 17 carries for 106 yards and averaged 6 yards per carry. This is why Bruce Arians needs to be fired. He needs to be fired. This is not going to work because Bruce Arians too much wants to throw the goddamn ball. It's like, dude, why do you want to throw the ball? You got Ronald Jones back there balling. Tom Brady needs to throw the ball between 25 to 35 times a game. That's how you'll win. You're not going to win with him throwing 41 times, Bruce. Are you a goddamn idiot? No, don't answer that because you might dodge the question. Don't even answer that. Now, receiving, Tyler Johnson, they found a guy, Tyler Johnson. He had 4 receptions, 61 yards. He was balling. Rob Gronkowski came from the dead, 3 receptions, 52 yards. Cameron Brate, 5 receptions, 44 yards. Mike Evans, 5 receptions, 41 yards, and a touchdown. He did his thing, so now Keyshawn Vaughn, he fumbled the ball and lost it when he caught it. And then they knocked it out his hand. Like it was simultaneously. Fuller just blasted his ass. He blasted him. He lost the ball. But that one, Vaughn just got murdered. But you got to hang on to the ball, Vaughn. You're going to get hit. You're going to get hit. Now, sorry about that. Now, interceptions, Carlton Davis got a pick. It was nasty. Allen Robinson, it bounced off his hands, but Carlton Davis was there. He hit his hands and then he picked the ball off, ran it back to to the midfield so the Bucs can do what they have to do. And they got a score, I believe, I think a touchdown or a field goal on that play. Not real sure. But Carlton Davis being your cornerback has 7 tackles. That cannot happen. And that's the problem. Levante David had 3 tackles, 2 assists. Now, their cornerbacks led in tackles. What did I tell you? If your cornerback is leading in tackles, that means you do not have a strong defense. You don't have a strong defense. They gave up the run a little too much. I need the linebackers to show up more. The linebackers have got to hold their damn weight. They just do. Now, the Bears, let's look on their side. Let me give you the numbers. Nick Foles went 30 for 42, 243 yards, TD a pick. David Montgomery had 10 carries, 29. David Montgomery has to get the ball. Him and Patterson have got to get the ball more. Foles cannot attempt 42 throws all day. He's not going to make it mid-season or even week 10. He's not going to make it. So you got to cut that down, Nagy. Receptions, Allen Robinson balled out, 10 receptions, 90 yards. Cordero Patterson, 3 receptions, 38 yards. Jimmy Graham, 3 receptions, 33 yards, and a TD. David Montgomery, 7 receptions, 30 yards. Anthony Miller, 4 receptions, 28 yards. So, and Nick Foles had a fumble, but they didn't lose it. Quinn and them forced a fumble. Kyle Fuller forced the fumble. That's when Quinn picked it up. Now, defensively, Danny Trevathan was balling for the Bears. Danny Trevathan might be the best middle linebacker. He has an argument because he's been good for a while. He was blasting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, blasting them. Now, Kyle Fuller, he has 6 tackles. Roquan Smith has 6 tackles and pick. Your linebacker led, but your 2 corners. Hold on, Roquan Smith. What was he? Okay, he's a linebacker as well. Okay, so you had a corner up there with your 2 linebackers. That's okay. As long as you got 2 linebackers that are in the top 3 of the tackles, that means your defense is real. It's not fake. And man, those guys was hitting. Kyle Fuller was hitting. Roquan Smith, Tayshaun Gibson, the safety, used to be a Jaguar. He was hitting. Khalil Mack had 2 sacks, 2 tackles for losses. He slammed Tom Brady on his head. That's why Tom Brady forgot it was 4th down, because he still was dizzy from. He still was dizzy from that Khalil Mack throwdown. Khalil Mack threw him on his head, almost knocked his ass out. Now, let's see. So basically, let's look at the teams. All right, now Tampa Bay had 339 yards compared to Chicago's 243. Passing yards 233 to 208. Rushing yards, Tampa had 106 to Chicago's 35. Average yards per play, Tampa had 5 compared to Chicago's 4. Fumbles lost, Tampa Bay had a fumble loss. Chicago didn't. Tampa Bay had no interception thrown. Chicago had 1. Sacks allowed, both had 3. Third down, both teams were terrible. This is what really killed Tampa Bay was third downs, 28% to Chicago 30. That would kill both of them. Time of possession was only 3 minutes apart. Tampa Bay with 31, Chicago with 28. And penalties, this would kill Tampa as well. 11 penalties to Chicago 6. Now, they were spraying Tom Brady all night. So Bruce Arians, let me tell you something, man. This is why you've never won a damn Super Bowl. You're too busy wanting your team to score and throw the damn ball all the goddamn time. You can't throw the ball against a pass rush that has 4 of the best pass rushers. You got Quinn, you got Khalil Mack, and who else did they have on that D-line? Trying to see. Yeah, Akeem Hicks. You got Akeem Hicks. You got Trevathan at linebacker, Smith at linebacker, and then you got what's his name? Khalil Mack. You got Jackson Johnson. You got Mingo. Come on, man. You have to run the ball. Run the ball, Bruce. Is you ever going to run the ball, Bruce? See, that's your problem. That's why you suck as a head coach. You know, everyone's going to be like, man, you giving Brady a pass. Brady did good. The problem is when you're trying to run the goddamn ball, Brady did his job. Brady did his job. Brady put the ball into the end zone or he gave it to his playmakers. The problem is you, Bruce. You're too busy wanting to throw all the time. Brady should not be having 43 goddamn attempts. Was it 43 attempts? No, 41. He does not need to have no goddamn 41 attempts. He needs to be throwing between 25 to 35 balls a game. That's it. And then get a ball to the running game. You neglected the running game. You only gave Ronald Jones 17 carries and he was averaging 6 carries. 6 carries per yard. He had 17 carries and he was averaging 6 yards per carry. You keep feeding him the damn ball. Feed him the ball. Now, Nick Foles, he looked terrible for the most game, but Matt Nagy, you're in trouble too. Nick Foles does not need to be throwing 43 damn attempts. But what messed you up was when Nick Foles was trying to hurry up the offense, you slowed it down. You should have let Nick Foles keep hurrying up because Nick Foles wanted to put pressure on him. Because if Nick Foles would have scored on that play, that was going to put pressure on the Bucs. The Bucs were in trouble. But you played too damn conservative, and that's the problem I have with these damn coaches. These coaches are too conservative at the wrong goddamn time. They are. They're too conservative. Matt Nagy should have let him run that hurry up offense because Nick Foles and Allen Robinson's connection was just destroying the Bucs. But this was a defensive game. It was hitting out there, man. Everybody was getting hit on both sides. The Bears and Bucs were knocking guys out. Tom Brady got hit twice. He was sprayed twice. He was knocked the hell out. He was knocked the hell out. And it's sad that at the end, you guys are supposed to tell him what down it is and stuff. Bruce Arians, I swear, he is the worst coach in situational football. And then you had 11 penalties. Come on. Tom Brady left off the court because he was pissed. He was done. Tom said, F this, I'm gone. He ran off the field. And people like, well, why you ain't finna get on him? You got on LeBron. I didn't get on LeBron. I even said it that I don't care. Who cares? Just play. Tom Brady ain't out here saying that he's the GOAT. He's not self-proclaiming himself the GOAT. LeBrownie's proclaimed himself as the GOAT. And that's why when his dumb ass walked off the field, he got blasted. Because you're supposed to be the GOAT. You're supposed to be the best player in the goddamn league. Stop it. Just stop it. The problem I'm having is Tom Brady got pissed off. He left. Nick Foles, look, Who cares? Nick Foles, lead them to the playoffs. And if y'all meet again, beat him again. Show him you're supposed to shake my hand. If it really means something to you, I didn't read, they had an article where Nick Foles said something. Let me see what he said. I think he said something about when Tom Brady didn't shake his hand. I'm still tipsy from being on that live with everybody last night, man. Oh, yeah. It says here, Nick Foles not miffed after being snubbed by Tom Brady. After last night's win over the Bucks, Bears quarterback Nick Foles looked like a little John Travolta in Pulp Fiction. He did look like John Travolta. Foles admits that he was watching and waiting for Bucks quarterback Tom Brady to meet Foles on the field. And he basically was like, I didn't realize the camera was on me. If y'all saw the game live, y'all will see why I was laughing. I was looking for him real quick. We'll find the time down the road. The last time they met, Brady didn't visit with Foles either at Super Bowl L2. However, things were a little chaotic last night. They weren't. Last night, unless Brady had suddenly decided to fully comply with all COVID-19 protocols and recommendations, Brady wanted to get off the field as quickly as he could after a stunning failure. Situational awareness kept him from realizing that fourth down was indeed fourth down. In so doing, he definitely created the perception/reality of poor sportsmanship. So that's what I'm saying. Like, Nick Foles didn't care. You know, even when LeBron did what he did, the Miami Heat didn't care. It had no effect on their next game. They messed up because they messed up. But everybody want to call good old Tom Brady. Man, look, Tom Brady said, F y'all, I'm gone. He said, F y'all, I'm gone. I can't deal with this. Bruce, shut up. Bruce, shut the hell up. I'm fucking Tom Brady. What you should have did was you should have told me it was fucking fourth down and I would have did better. Get out my face. You better be lucky you have a job still. Look, man, before the season ended, Tom Brady and Bruce Arians are not going to make it, dog. They're not going to make it. I just do not see them lasting long together. I just see Tom Brady cursing his ass out. Like, seriously. I just do not see them making it. I don't see them at all. Excuse me. I don't see them at all. But the Bears played a great game. What the Bears did was they have a front four. They put pressure on Tom Brady. That's how you beat Tom Brady. If you have a great front four, we've seen this with the Giants twice, and we've seen this with the Eagles who played them in the Super Bowl. Albeit they gave up like 400, 500 yards to Brady in the air, but they got pressure on Brady to mess him up at certain times of the game. And that's what they did. And that was beautiful. That was perfect. That was perfect. So basically what needs to happen is that the Bears continue doing what you're doing. They're 4-1. Now, do I think they can win the NFC North? Absolutely. The Packers do not look impressive. All you have to do is do the same thing you did to Tom Brady. Rush your four, contain Aaron Rodgers, beat him up, knock his ass around. He's going to quit. He's going to quit. He can't take it. Khalil Mack is too strong. Is too physical. Him and Hicks in the middle and the D tackle running you over. Then you got Robert Quinn on the outside, which I don't know why Dallas let Robert Quinn go because he looked better than all their goddamn front four. And he did pretty good last year rushing the passer. But this is what happened when you got Jerry in charge over there. But I think the Bears could win the North. They just have to continue being consistent. Because they could beat the Packers. The Packers have not looked impressive to me. They're undefeated, but they don't look good. They look trash to me. Aaron Rodgers looked like he's taking 2 steps back. But everybody telling me, man, he's still putting up the numbers. Dog, numbers don't mean it. Remember that. Numbers don't mean it. because all numbers are going to do is tell you some of the game. If you didn't watch the game, you're going to be lost. You're going to be lost. Now, the defense, Danny Trevathan, man, he's about to become one of the best middle linebackers in the game because he is balling. Oh my gosh, he is balling, man. He was out there spraying everybody. He was running, knocking guys over. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. See, that's football. That's how linebackers used to play back in the day. That's how linebackers used to play back in the day. Linebackers didn't give a damn. Linebackers were going to linebackers are going to hit you. They were going to knock you around. They were going to push you around. And, you know, they were tough. They handled the middle. You know. Also, the other middle linebacker, Roquan Smith, I believe that's his name. Yeah, Roquan Smith was hitting. You know, on the other side for the Bucks, you feel me? Levante David was nowhere to be found at sometimes. But what the Bucks have got to do, they have got to run the damn ball. Run the ball. That's it. The Bucks are 3-2. They could have been 4-1. They should have been 4-1. They cost themselves this game. Not the Bears. They cost themselves the game. Bruce Arians should have told Tom Brady, should have brought him to the sideline, look real quick, and, you know, give him some of that smelly salt or see if he's okay. You should have told him to down. You should have told him to down. When you didn't tell him to down, that messed y'all up. So it is what it is. Like, comment, subscribe, share this. Hit the notification bell to select all. And I will be doing a review of the game. The Lakers, that LeBrownies choked as usual. Because then they disrespected the Mamba. I can't believe these a-holes wore the Mamba jersey but lost. But that's what LeBrownies do. Whatever. He loved disrespecting Mamba. They lost on Mamba night earlier this year. And they lost again with the Mamba jerseys on. And in the playoffs, they're like, they've been undefeated. I'm like, man, it's all propaganda. They mentally weak. They'll close that series out probably Sunday, but we'll see. Now, like I said, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell to select all to receive upcoming receive upcoming notifications for new content coming out. If you want to donate to the page, cash at me at welcome to HDTV. That's the word welcome, the number 2, and then HDIITV. Thank you for listening, and we out. Live boy.